I started Errorgrid almost 6 years ago in 2020 in the midst of the pandemic because I wanted to create a home for electronic music artists who have an inclination for the darker genres, where they could find camaraderie, friendship, connection in a time of increasing isolation. And then I soon discovered that with this also came this container where we were able to be vulnerable, to share ourselves, our truth, but also investigate emotional concepts around art in general, but also music in specific. And from this came the idea of Darker Sounds of a Present Future, which kind of showed that the driving energy behind Errorgrid has always been the importance of using music as a way to process our sense of our surrounding, how we feel about our world, and how we try to fit in. And I think we did that pretty well, but we did that with the work of a traditional independent label. We did almost we clocked almost 50 releases up to date, which in my opinion is impressive because that was never the idea. And we did amazing compilation work, I think, and some really neat showcases. But in my opinion, this is not enough for the current times and for what we're facing next. I think that as times are changing and as the music industry is changing, so must Errorgrid. Errorgrid has to step out of this channel of traditional independent label work and become much more aligned with the initial idea of being a home where real humans can connect, where we can have emotional exchanges, and where music is really just the connecting thread, but where people meet for much, much larger stories around music. And this is exactly what I intend to do next. So one thing is this place that we're building here in the heart of Portland, Oregon, which is called The Womb, where we're gonna start broadcasting a radio show, where we're gonna have spotlights and artists, where we're gonna showcase new music from all corners of the world, but also where we're gonna do streams, where we're gonna do live showcases and so forth. And we're gonna take this on the road. We're gonna have several showcases all over the US. This year we're gonna have way more interviews, way more talks, way more Q&As, way more insights behind the scenes where we talk about processes, but also like the whole thing that goes into being a human being around music, okay? I do not believe that we can separate being an artist from being a human being. I want to showcase the connection. I want Errorgrid to be the place, the platform where these conversations take place. And I do not only talk about producers, I talk about listeners as well. I talk about every person that's somehow existing in the vicinity of dark electronic music. Because dark electronic music is not just dark, it's not just obscure, it's not just fear-filled and frightening and angst-filled music. It is emotive music that is fit for the times, that is close to the turmoil we perceive. It's music that reflects that which the world has become. It's the thoughts in action that become sound waves. That's precisely what I'm trying to harness here. And I think more is required than just recording and releasing albums. And this also involves my personal work as non-Dale, where I'm definitely gonna take a step forward and release more, and also more from this place here. But I also want to tell you that it has not been easy. During these last 6 years, I have faced a lot of hardship, a lot of darkness, and that had also a lot to do with people with whom I did not see eye to eye. A lot of people came through this house that I call Errorgrid, people who were friends with whom I really connected closely, and with whom then suddenly I fell apart, where suddenly there was this disconnection happening, and it broke my heart many times. Many times I felt really, really in doubt. If it was me, if it was them, if it was the circumstances, what I had to change. But now I know Errorgrid is today what it is because of all these people as well. Every single person that came through here, every single conflict, every single problem, issue, or difficult conversation I had was part, or is part, an integral part of that which is now happening. And I thank every single person who has been involved in Errorgrid in whichever capacity. You're all amazing, and I love you all. No matter what happened, it is behind me, but it's also with me. That being said, please send me a message, send me a DM, an email, and sign up for the newsletter so you stay in the loop with what's going to happen this year, with the events, with the showcases, with the streams. There's so much that's going to happen that does not just fit on an Instagram page or post or reel or what have you. There's so much I want to do in person. I want to address every single one of you, every idea, every opinion. If you have things to share, if you want to contribute, if you are yourself creative or you are in a need and you see a connection with Errorgrid and what I just shared with you, please do not hesitate, reach out. Let's make 2026 the most human year in electronic music ever, where we reconnect as human beings and where we bring the darker sound of a present future into the present moment. Thank you so much.